Good evening and welcome to the post-game press conference for the FIBA Asia Cup 2022. Group C game between Syria and Japan. The game ended with score 117 for Japan and 56 for Syria. Syrian team coach Xavier Juarez and Ishaq Obeid, player number 9, have joined us. So may I ask you to switch off your mobile phones. The press conference will be conducted in English. Coach Juarez, can you please tell us your comments?
Yes. It's difficult to talk about this game because the difference between two teams is big, and honestly, our challenge is that they play a bad game and we play very good game. And in this situation, I think that we are worse team than Japan, of course. But in this case, Japan played very good game, scored too much, 3-point shots, open our defense, and we can follow his rhythm during all game. But honestly, I appreciate the work of my players because I don't want that any country, any player take the same situation that my players find today, because Japan is a country that grew too much in the last year in basketball. His work is very good in national competition. His national team grew too much in the last years. And for Syria, we start the last 2 years for grew. It's difficult for us to play against team like Japan at this moment, but we stay here in this tournament for fight in all games. We take a final in the next Sunday for try to win one game, and when lose, we try learn about teams like Japan today. And when finish this game, we rest and start to think in the next game and enjoy for play against team like Japan today.
Thank you, Coach. Ishaq, can you also please give us your comment?
Yes, first of all, hard luck for us and congrats for Japan. They played good. They scored a lot of 3 points. We didn't make our coach what they need from us. We played very bad. Now we focused the next game. Our important game is against Kazakhstan, Sunday. We will try to win and to go to the next round. This is important. That's why we come here in Indonesia. So now we'll be focused for the next game, and maybe we'll try to win. Of course, we'll try to win and let Syria happy for this win and go to the next round. Hard luck for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions in English? Well, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Ishaq. This is the end of the first part of the press conference. We'll be back soon with the Japan team. Welcome back to the second part of this post-game press conference. We now have with us Japanese team's coach, Coach Tom Hoves, and Yutaro Suda, the player number 17. Coach Hoves, congratulations for the win.
Thank you.
Can you please give us your comments?
Sure. Yeah, that was a fun game for us on many levels. The way we started, they were in some different types of defenses, like a triangle and two and a box and one, and our shooters got open, and we were making shots from the beginning. We got really hot, and we were able to continue that with Suda off the bench and a couple other players off the bench. So it made the transition in the middle of the first quarter really, I thought that was important, because we not only kept our intensity level up, but I think we increased it a little bit, and our energy levels really went up. So what I'm really excited about is that we're starting to play the kind of basketball that I kind of envisioned, and the players are starting to believe in it, and it's starting to take off. So I'm really happy. Suda's been working hard. He's been playing that way all camp, and I'm just happy to see it translate to the games. And it's not just Suda. A lot of the bench players haven't had a chance to play, even on their club teams, that much. So this opportunity has been good, and we're starting to find our rhythm and finding pieces to the puzzle. So it's been good.
Thank you, Coach. Suda, can you please also give us your comments?
須田選手コメントいただければ。
はい、今日の試合は、自分たちが相手どうこうというよりも自分たちがやるべきバスケットっていうところにフォーカスしてやろうっていう話の中で、始まったゲームで、本当40分間、ちょっと危ない時間帯もありましたけど、しっかりみんなでベンチメンバーも含めてしっかり立て直して40分間しっかりこう自分たちがやりたいバスケットっていうのをできたっていうのが一番大きな収穫かなというふうに思いますね。はい、で本当に限られた時間の中で作られたチームなので、本当に1秒無駄にできないと思っているので、本当にそういう中でこういう試合をしてこうチームのこう結束が深まったっていう意味でもすごく意味のあるゲームだったかなというふうに思ってます。
Regarding today's game, instead of we're talking about who is the opponent, but rather it was about the basketball that our team, the Japan team, was trying to play from the start. So it was nice that we could execute that very nice. And within the given 40 minutes that we had lots of good execution, both on defense and offense, especially from shooting as well. And for the next match, we're going to play as hard, maybe harder, because this is a team that we're constructed within a limited time frame, and it's nice to be able to have a teamwork like this for the team.
He also said one thing, which is important to us. He said we want to play 40 minutes, and one second wasted is not good for the Japan national team, and he felt like that's the energy that the players came with, and I thought that was important because that's kind of one of our mottos. So I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you. Any questions in English?
Hi, Coach Tom.
Yes.
First of all, for Coach, you mentioned that you're getting closer to the way that you envision the team is playing. Could you maybe go a little bit into detail about what you think you're so far away from that point, actually?
How?
What is still not up to your your ideal about how the team is playing at this point?
Well, we're not quite there yet. We need, Yuta Watanabe is helping us tremendously. He didn't play that much today, but having a stretch four, we haven't really had that yet. And somebody who can control the glass a little bit, protect the rim a little bit. That's kind of what we've been missing. So getting him in the stretch four position opens up shooters because they have to respect Yuta, his shot, his drive. So a lot of teams are starting to key on that, which opens up our other players. And that's part of this system, right? So every player has the green light. Every player is option number one. There's nobody who's option number two. And if you know your role and you know your teammate's role, that's when it starts to get fun. And today, obviously, I think we had, 34 assists or something like that? Love that. So that's such a big number. But that means we're looking for the shooters. We're looking for our teammates. It's not a selfish style of basketball, and everybody kind of relies on everybody else, but everybody knows that they have to put pressure on the defense with their role, within their role. And today was, I think, we made a really good step in that direction. It will get better, though.
I have another question for you, Taro. He's coming off a season where he maybe not have played a lot, got injured a bit, and coming into playing for the national team for the first few times. He had expectations set for shooting at 40%. I saw that was mentioned. Maybe struggled a bit. So how did it feel to kind of get loose in this game and kind of reach closer to what you were expecting out of him?
そうですね。どう言ったらいいかな。まあ40% 以下のシュート率を幸福できるのはこのゲームでもそう我々にはそう見えました。それについてどう思いますか？
あとリーグ戦もいろいろ怪我とかあって自分のクラブチームもそんなにいいリズムできなかったから、で代表に入ってこういうゲームになってもうどうですかな感じ。
やはり一番の要因は自信を持って自分の役割だっていうところをしっかりと認識してシュートを打ててるっていうのが一番大きいです。というのもこのチームのキャンプが始まった時に少し躊躇してた部分があったんですけど、その中でトムヘッドコーチと話す機会があって、そこで須田の役割はスリーポイントだっていうところを明確に言っていただいたので、本当にその日からその次の日ぐらいから本当に自信を持って自分の中で打てて、で結果それがキャンプの中でも入ってたので、シュートが入ってたので、すごく自分の中で自信を持ってプレーできてるっていうところが一つ大きな要因かなというふうに思います。
It was very appalling for me to improve the matter of shooting because during practice in camp as well I was able to keep practicing and it resulted in a good shooting percentage, especially in this game, and I'm so happy that it resulted well.
Any other questions?
Good evening, Coach Tom. My name is Adrian from Main Basket Indonesia.
Yes.
Just like what you say, you love to have this kind of game when they made 34 assists for 36 field goal made. But do you ever worry about, with this kind of play, do you ever worry about the player overpass it? And also, one more time, one more thing? It's
yeah,
okay?
no, I thought we had, no, I'm not really worried. There are times, very few times when a shooter will pass it to a non-shooter. Today, I didn't really see that. I saw players who had an open shot, pump faked, and then passed it to a shooter that has a better percentage, or somebody who was hot. So today was no problem. Sometimes overpassing or not playing your role, like if a shooter drives a lot, or if a driver, like a player that drives a lot starts to shoot threes, that's when you get into trouble. That's when the rhythm gets a little strange. But today, obviously, we didn't have that.
And one more thing about, like you said to another question, you want to build this team for obviously for the next World Cup.
Yes.
But how you want to the composition of the player? I mean, do you like the center? Do you like him totally inside, or do you also want him to stretch the floor or something like that?
No. We're 5 out. Our centers right now is only 6'8", so we're 5 out. But we attack the paint through drives and cuts. We don't attack the paint through low post power play. We do every now and then, but not much. It's not a high points per possession play. So we attack the paint through drives and other ways. So today was our, well, I always talk about offense balance. It can't be all threes, it can't be all twos. Today was a ton of threes, but that's what they were giving us. We were open, and our shooters are told to shoot if you're open. So we were making them, and you can't really change that too much. Against Kazakhstan, I think 52% of our shots were twos and 48% were threes. So that's not a bad balance at all. And today wasn't bad either. We got to the free throw line and we're attacking. So it was good. Yep.
Any other questions?
Hello, Coach Tom.
Hello.
I have some question from Japan. First, from Takeshi Shibata. The first question, how much are you convinced after watching the shooting show by Yutaro, Casey, and others? And the second question, on the other hand, it may be a tricky result as it happened against kind of soft Syrian perimeter defense. What do you think will be necessary for the team to carry today's superb shooting over the pivotal game against Iran?
I didn't understand the first question. I'm sorry.
How much are you convinced after watching the shooting show by Yutaro,
How much
Casey,
are we
and
convinced?
others?
Okay. So, look, we haven't been this hot from three in a while. We are in practice. We just haven't had games where we were hot from the three-point line. I'm happy. And shooting is confidence. And when players get a chance today and they made their shots, the shooters are going to get more and more confident. So for me, that's huge. Now, is it going to carry over to Iran? Who knows? Syria played some different zones where we got open. I don't know if Iran is going to do that. They probably won't. I wouldn't. But I don't know if it's going to carry over in terms of our percentage and the number of threes. It probably won't. But what will carry over is the confidence that these players got today, the experience that these players got today. And for me, that's looking forward. That's the more important thing.
Okay, the next from Echi from Basket Count. How do you think about shooting selection and quality in this game? And how are you feeling about the next game against Iran?
The shooting selection was good. They gave us, we moved the ball, we got it to shooters who were open. I don't think we took very many bad shots at all. So I was happy with the shot selection. And again, will it carry over? I don't know. But the confidence will. And I'm really happy for the players, the shooters who got hot today, because they've worked hard, and it's good to see them see that hard work paying off in a game.
Any other questions? Well, thank you, everyone. This is the end of the post-game press conference.
Arigatou
Thank you
gozaimasu.
for coming.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Coach.